So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of offensive side. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. 4 down. Fair. Under 10. 10.
Again, Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again here. Wilson trying to lay one up. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Start! Like 30! 50! 50 to Mike! 50 to Mike! Watch the slaps!
77.
50, Mike! 50!
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Lock 80! 50! Here we go! Alert!
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ready? White 80. Snickers, 66.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I didn't get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Black 20.
Check 55, Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Here's Samuels. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Ready. 15 line. Check. Watch 54. Focus, defense, focus.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Black 20.
Watch the curl.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. After the interception, here's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. To throw is Wilson. To throw from his end zone. Left side complete to Lockett. And they work this out past the 25. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Hey man, watch the boot. Check 4. Good job right there. Let's go double count right here, double count. Mike, 55.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 15 yards on the play, first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
got a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
On second down, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Yeah, I got you. Got it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to counter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No spacing.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Here we go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go, fellas.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. On the left side, it's McDonald. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Roethlisberger will throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Cassius Marsh in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going up top. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Colby Listenby in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage And no more. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Black 20. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, here I come.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Now Ben on 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
55. Alert.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split. Second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Fellas, let's set a tone. Show that bench release and go. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the run. They're running it. Go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And this one's incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Buying time to his left, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Cassius Marsh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Watch the screen. Pass. 36 power. Hey, alert. Right there in the middle.
On second and very short, Wilson is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
What? 380.
Wilson to throw again. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Play action. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wilson now. Going to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Wilson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Go. 40. Check 55. Come on. Check 50. Good.
They go play action now. Wilson, they'll roll him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and 19. Now Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Back now in Pittsburgh. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike, 180.
Check 55, Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. It's caught by Moncrief. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling him almost on the spot, and he's have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Roethlisberger now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. This is West. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready? Black 30. Hey, alert.
From the 30 on second down, Roethlisberger over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a toss. This is West. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Black and burn.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now West. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
30.
On the ground, it's West again. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Black 5. Go, team. Let's go. Black,
from the 27, Roethlisberger. And he rifles one incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Small. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Middle. 55.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Moncrief brings it in. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He will push his way down to about the 14. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
It's second and 8 at the Seahawks 14-yard line.
Ready? 180.
Check 55, Mike.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
On second down now, it's West. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down at just 1 yard there.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
And the Steelers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Kill. Black is third.
They'll run again here with West. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell.
A 29-yard attempt.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 29-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike, 280. Got it. 950.
They go play action with Wilson.
Watch your slap.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's get it.
Throwing now is Wilson. Now he's forced out right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be